Everybody come over to the side. So I gave up the position, I'm on my hip here. Right now, if his elbow is in between us, this can be a problem, right? He can start using that bottom elbow to make space between our hips. Does that make sense? So as he starts pushing me out, he can start hooking my leg and all this fun stuff, right? So that's why I say it's important to try when I'm giving up this position. It's important to try to get that knee in there. You see how he's fighting that? Okay? So if I want to go and use this style of passing, I'm going to move that arm out of my way. If he's keeping his elbow tight, that means his wrist is usually available. Okay? So if I just try to pull on his elbow, he's going to be strong here, right? But the end of the lever is not as strong. Okay? Then I can get my knee in, I can start turning over and drop myself, get my butt in there, right? So I'm always trying to control this top leg. Because at any point here, he can stomp it to the ground and try to explode into me. Right? And if that happens and my shoulders are turned, I'm in trouble. Cool? So as soon as I switch my hip, I'm getting a hold of this knee. Usually I'll start by pushing it in a gi. I'll even grab the pants so I have control of it. Right? No gi, I'd just be pushing on it. And that way I can feel if that leg starts to move away from my hand, I'm ready to reach forward. If he opens up to explode, go ahead. My arm follows it. You see, my chest turns down. My arm follows it, shoots to right in between his legs. Okay, and as soon as that happens, my leg comes out. Okay, so it's got to be a reaction. As soon as that leg moves away from my hand, I follow it. Right? So boom, and I'm out. You see the difference? I've got to be aware of that. That's the first and foremost thing I got to be aware of in this position, because I'm giving up my hip control that I had before. Right? Anytime my hips are pointed up and his hips are pointed down, I'm pretty much swept. Okay, that's the definition of a sweep, when your hips change their orientation. Right, from a guard. It's really weird, but anyway. So once I get to this point, I can start opening them up. Now, if you're getting here and you can't get this leg out, right? I saw a couple of you guys were having a hard time getting that leg out, even if I kick forward and I can't disconnect there, right? If he's so focused on this leg, it means I don't really need to hold on to this one anymore. Once his leg is straight, bring your legs back together. It's hard for him to really hold on to me anymore. Right? So once I get his leg straight here, I'm just going to take that hand, grab the back of his calf, and unhook it. You see? Then I can turn it back to center. Right? That's option one. Option two. Here we went and turned all the way around on him. I told him to come over to this side. Option two. Right? So I get his legs open. I get him stretched out here. Right? If I don't feel confident letting go with this hand, I can use my other foot. See? I come underneath, hook it, and so I can separate. Right? Third option. Once I get to that point, if I don't feel confident, I'm not flexible enough, whatever it is, I can put my foot on the ground, scoop my hip back, and use my knee here to control his leg. You see? So he can try and drive into me, Dan. Come up on top. To come up on top, he has to put his foot on the ground. If his foot's on the ground, it's not hooking onto me. So any of those three options, I want you guys to play with them a little bit, right? Can be used to help unhook your leg at the end of it. Yes? 1, 2, 3.